everyone, so I'm back with another video for you, and this time it's 5 Gourmand fragrances for autumn fall. So these 5 fragrances are ones that I really love and just work so perfectly in the cold weather. I hope you enjoy. So here's my first one. This is the most expensive of the bunch and it's called Lune Fille by Atelier des Ors. This is a gorgeous, stunning bottle with gold flakes inside. I've just given it a little shake. Let's give it another shake. You can see the gold floating around. But let's get on to the notes. So the notes here is cinnamon, cardamom, pink pepper, green notes, cedar, ambergris, styrax, vanilla and Peru balsam. The fragrance was launched in 2015 and the price is £225 for 100ml, so it is pretty pricey. This is a gorgeous resinous dark vanilla. I really love it. It's super sexy. I actually got a compliment from Jeremy Fragrance himself wearing this one when I was in Milan for the Essence event last, I think was it April or March, can't remember, but he was very impressed with the fragrance, and as am I. It's absolutely gorgeous, rich. It's a different take on vanilla. It's definitely more dark and sexy. It's certainly not a light and frivolous fragrance at all. I really love this one. Next up you have Marina Cherry by Fragranza. Now this is a clone. I know some of you don't like that, so you can fast forward if you want. This is a clone of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, and I have to say, I personally find it does a much better job than Lost Cherry because it lasts really well on my skin. And I find Lost Cherry falls very flat on my skin. It's hard to explain it, but it doesn't really have much depth or richness once the first sort of 20 minutes is over. But this one has amazing richness and it just feels deep and sweet and syrupy. The notes are black cherry, cherry liqueur, bitter almond, griot syrup, rose, jasmine, Peru balsam, tonka, sandalwood, vetiver and cedar. For me this one's very sweet, but it's not too sweet. It just about goes to the depths of sweetness that I want. I couldn't handle it any sweeter, we'll say that, but it is just a gorgeous, rich, perfect for cold weather. Beautiful cherry. You've got the almond, it's really noticeable. The cherry and the almond together, they are a perfect match made in heaven. But you also have the liqueur, so cherry liqueur adds that kind of rich, syrupy, slightly boozy edge, and then it's just kind of ground down or grounded. It's grounded by the woodsy notes, sandalwood, vetiver and cedar. I wouldn't say I necessarily pick those notes out, but I think they just help keep things from getting too sweet. A really good performance from this fragrance. It was given to me for free for review, but I honestly recommend it if you like Lost Cherry but you'd rather not spend so much. So this is £47.42 for 60 mils. So next up we have Victorian Picnic by Solstice Scents. I was sent a sample by Comfort in Scents Tracy from the YouTube and Instagram handle Comfort in Scents. If you don't follow her, then do, because her Instagram is absolutely stunning. I really love her Instagram. She sent me a sample of this. It was actually the perfume oil rather than the eau de parfum, and I was instantly in love and I just had to have a bottle. So the notes here are pound cake, loquat lemon glaze, orange blossom, wisteria, lady fingers, which are those like biscuit type things, like finger shaped, jasmine, azalea leaf and Riesling wine. To me it starts off a little bit herbal with I'm thinking it's the wisteria. It's got that herbal kind of smell, so it's not a girly floral wisteria, it's quite herbal, but it doesn't last too long. It feels a bit green in the opening, but it doesn't last too long before you start getting the beautiful floral notes and the cake, and it just smells like it smells like the name would suggest, like you're in a field and there's all these delicious mouth-watering goodies on the picnic blanket. You've got a Victoria sponge cake, maybe a lemon drizzle, and there's the wine, but the wine's very light in here. I wouldn't necessarily pick it out. To me, it's more about all the gourmand stuff, but the sweetness is completely tempered by that wisteria and this just light sort of greenness that you get in the opening. And the far dry down, I get quite a lot of vanilla. I think vanilla in the end takes over the situation. It's just a beautiful fragrance, really nice one for your gourmand lovers. And the price is $75 for 60 mils from Solstice Scents. So this one is Delizia Di Marshmellow by Kai's Perfumes. So this is a brand out in the States, the same as Solstice Scents, another sort of indie perfume brand. They have a lot of gorgeous gourmand fragrances and they're really good prices. I'll get back to that in a moment. Notes here are marshmallow, vanilla and sugar. So very simplistic note list. However, I get what feels like a much more complex and more deeper perfume than you might expect. To me, I get some icing sugar. It has development. It doesn't just smell exactly like a marshmallow. It develops on your skin. It feels like there might be some iris in there. In actual fact, it reminds me in parts of some of the Guerlain Gourmand fragrances. It really has a quality to it that is quite exceptional for the price. So I really love this one. Also, because it's fairly simple, it makes a great layering fragrance. You can always add it to something if you want to add a hint of a fluffy, powdery marshmallow. The price on this is $23 for 15 mils. They do samples, so you can sample everything, and I really like this house. Just a shame they're so far away, but it doesn't stop me from testing them out, and I would definitely order again from them. So finally we have Panna London, and this one's called Pink Champagne Truffle. They've actually renamed the fragrance now, and it's called Marc de Champagne Truffle. So in the notes you have Marc de Champagne brandy, raspberry, rose and chocolate. And I think they're clarifying here that the scent is a brandy rather than a champagne as such. It's never smelled exactly like champagne to me. It's more like your kind of after dinner liqueur type scent, the boozy note in there. It's raspberry and rose and chocolate. The notes do tell you what to expect here. It's a very dark chocolate, almost bitter, dark chocolate with a hint of rose, lots and lots of raspberry, and that booziness that comes from the brandy, but it's not too much booziness. I don't always enjoy booziness in fragrances. I don't mind if it's toned down, and it's about the right level here for my taste. I really love this one. It's rich, it's strong, very long lasting, cuts through the cold like anything, and you will smell absolutely delicious and edible. The price for this one is £110 for 30 mils, so it's not cheap. Here comes the cat. What are you doing? Are you sneezing? She wants some attention. Yeah, so I really love this one. It's not, as I say, it's not the cheapest one here, but it is very rich, very long lasting. You don't need to use too much. And that is it for my gourmand fragrances for autumn and fall. I hope you like it. I have another autumn fall fragrance video coming up soon, and that is going to be my niche. So it's going to be 5 niche fragrances for autumn and fall. Many thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.